think we're all,
Oh, good.
yeah, we can go ahead.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Last night, while I was returning to my hotel in Johnson, Arkansas, after meeting with friends and supporters in Northwest Arkansas and having dinner, I was stopped by the Fayetteville Police for failing to signal a lane change as I turned off of 70B, College Avenue. I had dinner 2 hours before, and I was not drunk. I was in complete control of my faculties, and my refusal to submit to a breathalyzer or blood test is a right that we all have under the law. I believe in and support our system of justice. It's the best in the world. It affords everyone the right to be presumed guilty until after a trial. This case will be decided by the judge, who I believe will determine the arrest was without cause. Unfortunately, this consumes an entire news cycle when what I think we should be focused on is the economy and the problems that real people are having. Real people who are about to lose their homes or lose their jobs. Real people whose children don't have clothes to go to school and who are in peril, worrying about whether their children will have food when they get to school in the supplementary school lunch bill. In the paper this morning, what do we see? Well, Congress went on vacation without any kind of solution to the Postal Service crisis. And post offices and postal service is something that is essential for people in rural areas particularly, and in urban areas. They get their supplemental drugs that way. They get their Social Security checks that way. And if that weren't enough, Congress also laid down and went off for vacation while we were experiencing the greatest drought that we've had in at least 100 years without passing a farm bill. It's absolutely essential to protect people in Arkansas and particularly the 2nd District. We can do better. And that's what I want to try to do while I'm running for Congress and when I get to Congress. I think that people are ready for a Congress that will do something for the people and not for select groups of people who have great influence and great wealth. I'm hoping that we'll do that, and that come 2013, I'll be there to help. I was discussing with the County Government Association this morning at their annual conference the problems with Arkansas infrastructure and education and the lack of attention paid by Congress to the grants that Arkansas needs to solve local and county problems. Now Congress is on a 5-week recess with a paid vacation, while issues that are vital to Arkansans languish. We have a do-nothing Congress, unfortunately, and the 2nd Congressional District has a do-nothing congressman. This has to change. Thank you very much.
Do you take questions?
Well, sure.
Do you plan on staying in the race? Any plans to drop out?
I'll be there. I'm here for the duration.
It says you weren't drunk. Were you drinking last night?
I'm sorry?
It says in your press release you said you weren't drunk. Did you consume alcohol last night?
I had a drink, yes.
You had one drink?
The police say that you were verbally uncooperative.
I didn't hear that. I don't know. I'm not able to answer that question.
So you cooperated best you could?
Well, I was consistent with what I believe are the rights of all citizens as you face a stop by the police and you face an investigation like that. That all of us have a right to protect themselves and to their best lights after asking and repeatedly asking for access to an attorney to advise me. I've had experience myself as an attorney, not as a criminal lawyer. And so I did the best I could to make sure that I didn't say anything that was offensive or say anything that was inappropriate for the time.
The arresting officer says he smelled the odor of intoxicating beverages coming from your car. Would you
We'll see what
would you
that
disagree with
comes
that?
out in trial.
So, sir,
We'll see what that comes out in trial.
would you dispute
We'll
what
have
the
a
press
trial
release
about
says?
that. We'll have a trial about that. That's all I'm gonna say right now.
If you were not drunk, why did you refuse a blood alcohol test?
Because that's the right of every citizen to do that. Okay?
Is there not an implied
And
consent?
I don't believe that blood alcohol tests have a level of accuracy that I could be confident in. They would protect my rights as a citizen and your rights.
Are you aware of the procedures that go into a blood alcohol test? I mean, what
To
knowledge,
some extent,
what
yeah.
knowledge do you lean on to come to that
I'm
conclusion?
sorry?
What knowledge do you lean
I
on to
don't
come
have
to
a
that?
great detailed physical or mechanical knowledge, or chemical knowledge of it, but I have reservations about it.
Short of a BAC, the officer said you failed to complete a field sobriety test. You didn't
I
complete it.
disagree strongly. I am not guilty. And the real issue that we're facing in Arkansas is not my trip to northwest Arkansas to meet with people and to speak to the Association of Arkansas Counties. But the real issues that the people face today are the hard issues of daily life and how to prepare for families, how to get better jobs. And I hope that everybody who's in that position will take a look and see what kind of service they've been getting from their government. And I hope it's true.
Do you take exception to the entire police report talking about going to the left lane?
I'm sorry.
How should be, this is the second time you've been charged with the DUI in roughly about 2 years. How should voters view that?
I'm not gonna say how voters view it. I know how I view it, not guilty. Not guilty until proven guilty. And that'll take place in due course, as quickly as we can get a trial.
And if you are convicted, will you stay in the race then?
I'll make a decision at that time.
Why do you think you were pulled over?
Why was I pulled over? I don't know. I can't read the mind of the officer.
You said you had one drink last night. How soon before you got in the car?
About 2 hours.
Would you have
Yeah.
drank?
I had an ounce of Talisman. Thank you. But what I'm thinking is not about drinking and not about the jailhouse rock, but what I'm thinking about is helping the people overcome their problems. Helping the people deal with the things that they face every day, so we can have a better country, a stronger country, and create jobs. And I'll do that. Thank you so much. I appreciate your questions and appreciate your being here.
Have you ever been treated for a drinking problem at all?
No.